Yeah, question?
How can one have haybat without losing their humility? And how can we not mistake weakness for humility?
You must have a guide to show you that. These kinds of things, we cannot talk theory. You'll misunderstand. Because we have to first understand what is haybat and what is arrogance. We have to understand what is humility, and we have to understand what is weakness. And this is very delicate matters also. To give you one example, the man can be looks to be the most proud one, but he is the most humble one in front of his Lord. There are so many prophets that are like that. There are so many saints that are like that. You can appear to be a humble one to the whole world, but you are the most stubborn and proud one inside. So many hypocrites, they are like that. There was a man who was doing the sa'i, running from Safa to Marwa during the Prophet ﷺ's time. And he was walking very, very proudly, puffing his chest up and walking big like this. And Prophet ﷺ laughed and he said, Allah hates that kind of walk. He says, except when it is done for the sake of Allah, because that man was doing that to show the mushriks that was looking the haybat of Islam. So these are very delicate matters. You have to have a guide. The guide has to give you the prescription. He has to say, do it this time, don't do it this time. You have to do it in 3 days straight. You cannot, just like medicine. But just like medicine, you cannot Google medicine or medical knowledge and give your own prescription to yourself. You will kill yourself. Tariqat is even more dangerous than that. When you have a guide, you'll be able to understand it properly, especially a guide like ours. Because, especially in these days, it is very easy to play humble. Don't you know? It is the easiest and the cheapest trick in the box to be humble. Because who doesn't like a humble person? Humble-looking person. Even a tyrant would like a humble-looking person. But it is very difficult now, in these days, to stand up strong against this tide of Dajjalic influences, and not to be weak, but to stand up, to have that haybat of Islam. Because knowing that so many people are going to say, oh, this is wrong behavior. You're not being Sufi, you're not being this, you're not being that. We can show you Sufi, and then you say this is not Sufi. At that time you're going to be cursing at Hazrat Maulana Jalaluddin Rumi. You'll be cursing at Hazrat Abdul Qadir. You'll be cursing at every saint now. Because every saint, they have the side that is very Jamal and very forgiving, and then the side that is very unforgiving. And it is depending on the sickness of that person, of the group, of the ummah, and what is needed. This, it takes some time for a person to understand. And it doesn't mean that it is for you also. A sheikh can have haybat, but it doesn't mean that all his murids now, they're going to imitate him. It's not like that. Tariqat is not easy. You have to have high intelligence and very big patience to understand. Inshallah, may Allah grant us more intelligence and patience. Inshallah, the one who asked the question, one day when you come, we will speak more. You will see, you will understand. May Allah open your way, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Al-Fatiha.